Hello, my lovely people. I hope you guys are doing well. In this video blog, I'm going to discuss about the challenges that are faced by D2C brands. So in the previous vlog, you might have seen, my video about introduction to the direct-to-consumer business model. If you haven't watched it, please make sure you watch it, and then after that, come back to this video. So let me begin with the three important challenges that are faced by fashion designers and luxury brands when it comes to setting up or transforming their existing business model to a D2C brand. Now, if let's talk about new fashion designers or luxury brands. For them, the biggest challenge is startup capital, which means that since D2C involves a vertical business model, everything owned by the designer or the brand, there's a lot of capital involved that needs to be invested at the beginning. So capital is required unless the designer or the brand has that kind of money. Otherwise it's going to be tough. They will have to raise the money from investors or venture capital or angel investors or some kind of means, like friends or relatives. So that's challenge number one. Challenge number two is skills. So running a D2C platform is no easy task because it requires a whole range of specialized skills that are required. Like for instance, manufacturing as an example. You might be a fashion designer and you are really good at creating conceptual designs and sketch, but then you may not be aware of how to manufacture it using the latest machinery. And for that, you require somebody like, like a fabricator or a manufacturer. So that kind of skill is something which has to come through your employees or from the the founders of the company. So likewise, there are other skill sets required. For example, since D2C is nothing but like a vertical business model with an e-commerce platform, you need people who can develop really scalable and really robust online platforms. These are software platforms. So that kind of skill set is required. That brings us to the question of how do you hire these kind of specialized people for your company. So again, for this, you require the funds or the startup capital. You need to identify who are really good at these specialized skills, and you need to hire them. So that's challenge number two. Challenge number three is the marketing budget. Because in the traditional model, Amazon and some of these third-party e-commerce platforms, they would spend, all the marketing money for, attracting consumers to their platform. So they used to take care of it until now. And all the designers had to do was to list their products on their e-commerce platform. Now that you are owning up the entire supply chain or the entire business model for your D2C brand, now the challenge is how are you going to attract consumers to your brand? Because you see, now you are competing with a whole lot of different D2C brands who might specialize in your similar line of work. For instance, you might be a footwear brand, so there might be thousands of footwear D2C brands. How do you, compete with them? How do you differentiate with them? So that's challenge number three. And so to answer this question, you will require really talented social media marketing experts. You need marketing and sales people who can, help you to create awareness of your brand and attract people to your platform. So we discussed about the three challenges that are faced by new fashion designers and luxury brands. Now let's talk about the fashion designers who are already on Amazon or some other third-party platforms doing really well. They have lots of goods and products that are sold. For them, if they are planning to transform into a D2C brand, there is a lot of other challenges involved. The challenge namely is that, what do you do with existing inventory that's available? Are you going to just sell it through Amazon, or are you going to, shift it to your D2C brand? That's the challenge faced by existing fashion designers and luxury brands. So I hope this video was very helpful to you. I want you to come back and watch some of my other future videos related to business model, investment consulting, and event planning. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. See you again in the future. Have a pleasant day. See you. Bye.